What's up, everybody? It's your man Lance, Chocolate Dribble Studios. This is Digital Swag. Welcome back to another episode. In case you missed it, this is part 2 of the Photoshop portfolio series. It's kind of a showcase of some of my Photoshop works that has made it to my YouTube channel and some that hasn't, and me kind of narrating the process and kind of the mind behind the design. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Photoshop portfolio series. This is where we left off. The next one, this is a thank you card that I sent out to all the people who wish me well and birthday wishes on my birthday on Facebook. So it says, thank you all for your wonderful birthday wishes. They brought smiles to my eyes. This is my kindergarten picture, I believe. This is when I was, back in the day. Look at that face. It's just what makes you want to just, back when I was young and innocent, which I'm middle-aged and innocent now. This particular one was inspired by the Minions. Fetty Wap was a rapper. I don't even know if he still raps. I don't even really listen to rap like that, but he had one eye. So I know it's wrong, but I thought it was cute. No foul intended, but you gotta have fun with it. If you can't laugh at other people and yourself, who you gonna laugh at? But that's that. Next one, I found this wallpaper online. I loved it, absolutely loved it. But I said I wanted to be in there, so I, drug it over into Photoshop, masked my face in there, and there I am looking all thuggish ruggish. Get ready to kill an alien. I love the Alien and the Predator series. Those are some top-notch movies. This next one, the Georgia Christian Combat Academy. Yes, sir. That's the name of my gym, unofficially. But I'm a big fan of mixed martial arts, the UFC, Bellator, anything with combat sports I love. So the name was kind of inspired by that. And I've always liked red, black, and gold. So who knows? One day, maybe I'll get this printed up on a banner and hung in my gym. So we'll see. This one, I have a friend. His name is Randy Geiger, as you can tell by the screenshot here. He's got the George Jefferson haircut. So I told him, I said, man, you my dude. I love you, man. One day I'm going to come in with my hair cut just like yours. Well, I did part 1 of that. I cut my hair like his, but I didn't go to work like that. But it was very fun to do, and he got a real kick out of it. And if you notice, a little story is I cut my own hair. I've been cutting my own hair since 1990. And you think of all the money that you save by doing that. But what inspired me to start cutting my own hair was when I was in the military, there was a gentleman in the barracks that was in the bathroom cutting his hair. He had the big mirror behind him, had a small mirror in front of him, and he was just going to town. I was fascinated and intrigued by that. So I asked him, I said, what happens when you mess up? Very simply, he said, I just cut it all off and start over. And I was like, what? How long you been cutting your hair? What kind of clippers you use? I got into it. So I've been cutting my own hair. And what's funny is yesterday, I'm in the bathroom cutting my hair, and I'm halfway cutting it, and my clippers stopped working. So I had to go to my razor. And for you guys that are out there buying those temporary disposable razors or subscribe to a razor service, stop it. This right here, I got this one. This is my new one. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is from the Edward London and Company. It's an old school razor. It's look how beautiful that is. Chromed out, chrome plated. It's the kind where you twist the bottom and the top opens and you drop the blade in there. This particular razor cost me less than $14, I believe. The blades themselves, I got about 100 blades for chump change, about $5. I've got probably about 3 to 4 years worth of blades in there. One blade will last me a week. So I ended up having to, once my clippers broke down, I ended up having to go in the bathroom and use my razor to shave my head. I don't usually wear it this low, but it's nice. It's nice. So invest in one of these, men. And if you're out there, I'm going to do a tutorial on this for you guys so you'll know exactly how to shave, because I was shaving wrong for years. And most of the, especially black men or men who have curly hair, if you're shaving up, that hair is going to curl in and cause bumps. So always shave down. That's just a tip. And if I get enough interest in thumbs up and some comments about it, maybe I'll do a video on how to properly shave. Not that I'm an expert, but it took my brother to teach me and show me some of these old school trips and techniques to get it right. So Randy Geiger, you're my dude. George Jefferson, R.I.P. baby. This next one, this one was formed from a Pinterest typography picture. So I was able to take the black and white picture, bring it over to Photoshop. As a lot of my videos, you can see that I do the speed art. That's what I'm doing, is I'm using that pen tool to outline the image, to extract it, and then add my drop shadows, layer effects, put my swag on it, baby. You know what I'm saying? So this next one is a church slide that I made for our Thanksgiving Day sermon. This one turned out really nice. I'm very pleased. It looks very, very good. I was very happy. There's another church slide. What was nice about this particular slide was I tried to find images of real $1 bills or money, and I couldn't find anything that I liked. So, because if you notice, it's out of perspective and it's kind of skewed. And I took a picture of a $1 bill and swagged it out and did my thing. So I like that one a lot. This next one, my girls are in a group called Girls of Grace. It's teaching girls biblically based lessons that apply to today's world. So I was asked to design a logo. I did this years ago. I loved it. It turned out better than I could have imagined. A lot of inspiration came from the Gucci logo, if you could possibly see the G's there. But Girls of Grace, I'll probably go back and redo this one because I like it a lot. And I may even put it on some bookmarkers for my girls so they can, or make some tags. I don't know. Who knows? I'll do something. But if I do it, I'll post it on my Digital Swag YouTube channel for you, for your viewing pleasure, baby. Because that's how I do. All right. This next one is, I made this for my girls. I found the typography on Pinterest and extracted it and just swagged it out a little bit. But it was really meant for my girls because I've got two girls, and I tell them, you know, through life's trials and life's tribulations, it's going to be tough, but no matter what, keep your head up because you got this, girl. You know what I'm saying? You got this, baby. Keep your head up. That's what I'm talking about. And that's just the text right there without the picture, of course. This one, when I first got started, you know, because I'm big on birthdays. I hate just typing in HBD or happy birthday. I want to include an image, something that somebody will look at and just smile. So it's kind of whimsical, kind of silly. That's me. I embrace that. But that's what I was sending out to everybody on their birthdays and whatnot. So I didn't have the SpongeBob hat on, or I didn't hold the sign. I just added those after the fact. So it's kind of neat, you know. So the next one is, I'm a medical professional. I've been working as an occupational therapist for 26 plus years. It's been a blessing. But there's occupational therapy month, physical therapy month, nurses week. You know, it goes on. So I work with nurses. I work with all those people. So this was my way of just showing them that they are appreciated and that we thank them for the service that they render for our patients and for us. So that was something to all the nurses. So if you're a nurse, God bless you. We love you. Leave me a comment in the section below. Let me know how long you've been a nurse and what type of field you work in. This one is Can't Knock the Hustle. I saw a picture of this Jeep that's in the background that was just beautiful. I love Jeeps. Never owned one, never had one, but I like the way they look and the history behind them. So, and this came out great. I took the Jeep, desaturated it, turned it black and white, threw a color green overlay layer, a gradient, and then found the Can't Knock the Hustle typography on Pinterest as well. Most of the stuff that I find on Pinterest. So I found that, slapped it on there, and just plot out. It looks good. This makes a good screensaver and or even wallpaper. A lot of the stuff that I use now, I'm actually putting on my wallpaper on my phone. So most of the times when I do something and I like it and I put it on my phone, when I go out, people are like, "Oh, where'd you get that wallpaper?" It's like, I made it. Well, can you send me one? So that's the avenue that I'm going to be probably pursuing later on in the near future. Right now, I've got something on the fire that I've been working on that I'm going to continue to just press and work, and hopefully it'll come to fruition, which I know it will. But I'll keep you updated as that progresses. This next one, this is one I didn't make, but I found that I was going to duplicate, but I never got around to it. I like the way it looks. It's kind of retro, kind of billboardish looking, so I thought that was nice. I made a thank you card. I made several thank you cards. This is inspired by the Giving Thanks Thanksgiving card that I made, but this is a little bit more simpler, and I think that's nice because it's always good to have something as a graphic as opposed just to writing it. So this is something for if maybe somebody did something nice for you, you can send this in a text message or on Facebook or what have you. This particular image was inspired for the school because they have a lot of volunteers who, when they volunteer, all they get is like a peel off sticker and they put it to their chest, and 5 minutes later it's curling up at the ends, about falling off, and they got to put it back. But this is a badge that I designed that the school could use. It would be laminated. It'd have the little clip where you can clip it to your clothes. So that was inspired by them, and so hopefully we'll get that going soon for them. This particular one, the Pledge of Allegiance graphic, I saw on Facebook probably about 3 or 4 months ago. But the only thing that really alarmed me was under God had been removed from the Pledge of Allegiance. It seems like the enemy is at work trying to remove in God, under God, the 10 Commandments. It's causing all kinds of confusion. I mean, it's crazy. I can go on. I can preach a sermon about it, but I'm a devout believer in God, believe in Jesus Christ. I'm a born-again Christian. I'm not perfect, and that doesn't mean I'm better than anybody, but it's just putting my faith on Front Street. And when I see something like that that is disturbing, at least I have the power to take it into Photoshop, put under God back in there, and then put it back out to the masses so people aren't confused by that. So that's that. Pass that collection plate around. You know what I'm saying? This next one, my friend Azubike. This guy, if you know him, he's the sweetest, most gentlest giant that you can meet. So I took his picture and decided to thug him out. Gave him the Mike Tyson tattoo. Gave him a little Thug Life tattoo. Put some bling in his ear. Reddened his eyes. He got some smoke coming out his nose and his mouth. So this one was fun to do. He got a kick out of it. The thing about Photoshop is once you kind of get some skills and you start doing things to your friends, they're either going to love you or they're going to get pissed off and stop talking to you. That's when they get pissed off and stop talking to you, then you know your skills are up there, and that's when you need to start using your skills for good and not for bad. So this is going to be the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for part 3 that's coming up. Well, thank you for sticking through another episode. If you enjoyed this episode, give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments of some future episodes that you'd possibly like to see or have me recreate. If you're not already a subscriber, consider hitting that subscribe button to stay up to date on the fresh, new, hot content your man puts out on a weekly basis, and sometimes even sooner, like this series. Hold on. Hello? Who is this?
Digital Swagg Daddy.
I'm sorry, that never gets old. Peace.